this is Jody King Colegrove with Quantum Techniques, and I kind of wanted to share with you a story about how inhalants have kind of impacted my life and how quantum techniques can help find and diagnose why they impact you and to heal that and clear it. So ever since I can remember, I remember back when planes, you could smoke on planes, and I remember going on a plane just being completely irritated by the smell. I couldn't breathe. It was hot. Even as a little kid, it really irritated me. And my parents couldn't figure out, what's your problem? So with using quantum techniques, I found that when I was pregnant with my son, I had come in contact kind of on a regular basis with a inhalant like a Glade plug-in or perfume and things like that, kind of on a daily basis, and it really bothered me. And along with cigarette smoke always kind of irritating me. And so we kind of went with quantum techniques, went into the field and said, okay, what's going on? Why is this really impacting me? So besides clearing the cranial nerve 1 virus, which makes you more sensitive to inhalants, we also found out that I had a generational issue that was impacting me. So my great-great-grandfather would go out into the fields and would, work on the vineyards, or I think it was more of like fields for, beans or produce and things like that. Well, he would take that back to town into market, and he would deliver it and sell it. But then instead of going straight home, he would go and visit the local bar and talk to people and things like that. And I don't think he physically actually smoked himself, but the smoke would get on his clothes and things like that. And then he would go home to my great-great-grandmother. Well, my great-great-grandmother saw that as him not going straight home to her and felt it as a lack of love. And so it really irritated her, and that's where that irritation was coming from. So besides, having my son and wanting that to be a real nurturing time, we also had at that time we were having a bedspread made for us, and the lady that made that was a smoker. So she decided that, okay, well, after it was all done, she'd just spray it down with Febreze and it would be fine. Well, it wasn't fine. It drove me nuts, and we had to really take care of that smell that was in the fabric. But we found that that's why it was impacting me so much, is because I had this generational issue of feeling that when I smelled cigarette smoke, I had a loss of love in my life. And so using quantum techniques, we were able to diagnose that, clear that memory from the body so that it no longer impacted me. So today, cigarette smoke doesn't make me just kind of like all hot and bothered and frustrated and things like that. It basically, I don't like the smell, but it doesn't, impact me as much as near as it used to. So I just wanted to share that personal story with you so that you're aware on how we can diagnose issues that are going on in your body, whether it's a trauma-related, generational-related, or even just a physical-related, by having a virus or bacteria that's really impacting a specific area that makes you more sensitive to things. So that's just kind of a personal story. I wanted to share it with you today, and I thank you for listening.